Hi everyone, welcome to Franklin County BPW's Working Women Helping Women. I'm Danielle Martel, president this year, and with me tonight is Nate Muehl, one of our new members and our new male member, Franklin County BPW. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here this evening.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So to start off, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I live in Fairfax, Vermont with my wife and two beautiful children. I hold a financial services practice right here in St. Albans, Vermont, downtown, right across from Taylor Park. Been there for about 2 years now. Been in the financial services profession for right around 8 years now. So enjoy it, love it, met a lot of great people, and still continue to do that. I enjoy, I just recently became a BPW women's member, and back in August, I was actually given the opportunity when Franklin County BPW came to the Chamber of Commerce, hosted our event, and I was a lucky recipient of a free 1-year membership as a drawing. So,
As I recall, you wanted the massage.
yeah, something like that. Pass it on to the wife.
Right.
But yeah, at that meeting, a lot of the members came up and said, we'd love to have you come check it out. I said, what would it hurt, right? A lot of great individuals in that organization did a little research on it, so they're doing a lot of great things in the communities and national, so figured I'd check it out.
Great. Well, we were glad you did.
Yes.
Very glad you did.
And as far as I know, I guess I'm the second male member. Leon Thompson was our first member, so
Years ago. Yeah.
Everybody kept on reminding me of that, maybe giving me some words of encouragement, I guess. So it's been great.
And we actually had another male that actually came to our meeting last week.
Yes.
So hopefully you have somebody else, a partner in
Yes.
crime.
We're starting a trend.
Right. Well, that'll be good.
Yes.
So what do you think is the biggest benefit of joining Franklin County BPW for you personally and for your business?
Well, I think I've attended 3 meetings now, and I think nobody's changed the way they act or the way they talk at the meeting. So I think they've welcomed me with open arms. So I think the biggest thing is just networking, bringing awareness to what they're doing, and it's an extremely great group of individuals that are involved in it. So a lot of from people that have been in business a long time, people that are starting out, people that are looking to start a business. So it's a very different dynamic of individuals. So I think it's a great opportunity to just maybe help some more individuals, learn some more from them as well. A lot of successful business owners and entrepreneurs in that group. So I'm sure there's a lot of things I can learn from them to bring back to my practice, bring back to my staff, and bring back to my clientele in the long run. So I think it's a win-win all around. Like I said, they've welcomed me with open arms, so to speak.
Just a little teasing, not too
That's
bad.
right. Yeah, but it's great. They've included me in some of their the Women's Expo and some other things we've tried to do, IDPs, and asking me for some advice. So it's I enjoy it. I've been maybe a couple weeks after I attended my first meeting, I was tapped on the shoulder to join the finance committee with Jackie Hawkins. So know her from school, and I think that'll be a great fit for me.
Great. I didn't know you knew her before.
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So
And Calcutta is a lot of fun too, so it's a good way to raise money and still have fun at the same time. So.
That's what I heard, and
Yeah.
I think what everybody's told me is just trying to raise awareness, but to raise awareness, it costs money. So
Right, you have to raise it.
I think that's a good way to focus energy, not trying to plan several different things to do, and getting the word out there about what Franklin County business professional women do in our area.
So as a new member, what do you think we should do more to get out in the community?
I think it's just like I've seen a little bit now is social media is big, so being on those sites, bringing awareness, allowing people to invite other people through liking them on Facebook and recommending it to friends and stuff like that. And I think just the members talking about it, I think that's where in the time you've been the president for a couple of years, I think that's where a lot of it's been is word of mouth and just being out there, whether it's volunteering, giving back to the community, or kind of piggybacking on other organizations to
work together to achieve the same things.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it's all about, is just creating a bunch of people thinking the same way and finding out where those people are and trying to bring them in together. Everybody's lives are busy, but if we all focus on certain things, then I think we can make a big impact of what we're trying to accomplish.
Great. So what are your personal and professional goals for the next 5 years?
I think in the next 5 years, I want to try to continue to build my practice. I've been doing it for 8 years now. Enjoy working with the individuals I work with, the knowledge I've learned. I think just bringing awareness to Franklin County about financial planning and putting their finances to look at where they're at today and find out where they're going to be tomorrow. A lot of my practice right now is built on referrals, so
right.
Taking good.
And networking's great.
Yeah, I mean, taking care of your clients. They recommend you to people, but just trying to give back to Franklin County and my industry that have given so much to me beforehand and will continue to give. So if I can add in a little bit of knowledge, some help, some support, volunteerism, I think we can all go a long way to creating a better Franklin County and surrounding areas. So, just allows us the opportunity to work together with more individuals.
Definitely.
And,
Sorry.
No, I mean, as just try to create awareness around different things that we get involved with. I think is trying to find time to give back, make the time that we need to do the things we want to do or the things we have passion for. So I think, know it for myself and my practice. The sky's the limit. It's what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Mm-hmm. And I think people appreciate service and just the knowledge of saying what we can do or can't do within our means. So
definitely. So how do you think BPW can help you to achieve those goals?
I think it's going to be a lot of different things. I think with a lot of the individuals that I've met so far in that group is they will be able to help me with my practice, my life-work balance. So there's a lot of individuals in that group that juggle a lot of different things, whether it's family, work, a lot of other things going on. A lot of the members I've seen from other organizations were involved in, and everybody seems to be wanting to give back to the community and give where they can and give their time and energy into different things. So I knew a lot of the individuals from other venues and different things that we do, and we're involved with. So I think it's, for me personally, I think, it gives me an avenue to say, what are your thoughts? Help me become better professionally, because there are a lot of successful individuals in that group mm-hmm. that we can learn from through the time that we spend together and volunteer together and do different things. So you kind of create like an environment where everybody's together and trying to do the same thing.
Right.
So I think it's going to be great all around, and hopefully through the process I can add value back to the members and to the community and to raise awareness of what Franklin County business professional women do and try to do. For myself, the way I see it is if I can make it better and continue carrying on that message of what they're trying to do to create a workplace environment to be the same, working on different things on policies and stuff like that. My daughter's 2 years old now, and she's got many years to go before she gets into the working world, but if we can do different things now to maybe make it easier or better for her in the future, that's kind of what I'm looking at too. So maybe it's a business too, but I think a personal thing to make sure the area that we live in and state we live in is going to be on the forefront of making changes to make equal opportunity for everybody mm-hmm. in the workforce. So if I put a little time in now, she'll have it a little easier, when she gets to that age. And I think that's where we all try to do whatever we can for our kids. And
every parent thought that way, this world would be a lot better place.
Yes, and I think that's just what we've got to try to do is give back where we can and try to make it better, take the steps to make it better instead of just waiting to see what happens. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of a key that we got to look at is what can I do today to make it a little easier. There'll be other things they face in life, But if we can take some of those away and make them a little bit better, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Definitely. You know, people talk about, BPW just being a women's organization and for women's rights and to help with equality in pay and just in work in general. But what people don't realize is that, think about it your way. If your daughter has an easier life and can make more money and does the same job as a man, at least if she makes the same amount of money, she has a better chance of being successful. Same thing as your wife. If your wife made more money, it would definitely increase your family income. You know what I mean? So it's not just a woman's thing, it's a family issue. And when people think of it that way, it kind of opens up their mind a little bit more to understand a little bit more about what we do. When your family life is better, your community life is better, and basically society as a whole is better. And a short version of that.
Yep.
But it's very good to hear somebody else that understands that, especially, I want to say because you're a guy, but the fact that usually men don't think about things in those community senses. So I think that's a very good thing, number one, that you think that way.
Thank you.
And one of the reasons I'm absolutely glad to have you as a BPW member. So definitely, it's a good thing.
Oh, it's great. And I think, I think this group kind of gives the person, the mothers and stuff, an avenue to get away and try to work on things to make things better. For a few hours a month. That's set every third Tuesday of the month, where they get together, have ideas, exchange ideas, talk about things, whether things are going on in the workplace or life. And I think that allows them an avenue out where they can do that and then bring all that back to their family in their work area to make it a little bit better. I think we need that time away sometimes just to regroup, get our ideas together, and then get back out there doing the same thing we do every day.
Yeah, I'd say definitely most of our meetings, well, it's kind of like 50-50 now, but our meetings sometimes will have a speaker presentation, and then the other part of the meetings is usually networking and getting to know each other and being able to bounce ideas off of everybody and just have a discussion, because how often do you have a room full of 35 people that are willing to bounce the same ideas around and try to find solutions for problems that people never even really think about on a daily basis or even think about how to solve them. So it definitely opens up that whole other avenue as a way for people to do that.
Yep.
So it's definitely good.
Yeah, I mean, we're just Franklin County. We've got a lot of other places in Vermont that have these kind of chapters. Your Burlington, you got St. Johnsbury, Waitsfield, right?
Yeah, they're part of the one down there. And then we got Champlain, New York.
Yep. Champlain Valley, yep.
Yep, Champlain Valley is one of our bigger ones. Burlington's one of our biggest.
Yep.
Basically, the three of us kind of make up the big chunk of it. West Shire's a little bit smaller.
Yep. And I think it's a lot of different people coming together for the same cause. Franklin County Business Professional Women was started in 1965. So to imagine all of the great individuals that have come through there since then, 2015 will be 50 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's, if we can continue on and build the group to continue what they started a long time ago and got us to where we are today, I think that's just going to be a snowball effect, and it'll continue on in the state of Vermont, spread out to other states, the national BPW organization. We've got the foundation and stuff that works for everybody on policies and giving back, and our own local scholarships and things we try to do. And we just had our meeting last week on Tuesday.
Yeah, for our annual awards, yeah.
Yeah, we gave out the 3 awards. So, the Business of the Year, Fiddlehead Dentistry.
Yes.
Woman of the Year was,
Linda.
That's right, Dr.
Okay.
Linda.
Yep, and then Woman of the Year was
Elizabeth
from Channel 15.
That's right.
Yay.
So, and then our Achievement of the World, Woman of Achievement was
Bess
O'Brien.
Yep.
So I think that's, every year a great thing to do, and recognize those individuals that go above and beyond what they need to do, or, the time they have to do it. They just add more things in there. I think that's great. We have it here right in Franklin County and our surrounding areas. So
it's pretty cool. On our website, we actually have a list of all the employers of the year and past Women of the Year and Women of Achievement. And it's amazing to take a look through that list of people and see how many of those local businesses around here really do go above and beyond. So it's great to see that.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, it's those ones that have the same philosophy that, we're looking to achieve here at Franklin County Business and Professional Women is treat everybody as though they're this equal. You know, I have a big philosophy of saying treat people as though you want to be treated.
Right.
So I think that goes a long way of saying how we look at ourselves and look at our families, our employees, and our business, and a big sense of everything.
Definitely. Also, something pretty cool was that some of the past presidents have the old yearbooks from like way back when, and it is so cool to go through and see all of those ladies and all the things that they accomplished and have done. And it's pretty cool because actually they're going to be put in the historical museum, so
Nice.
that's going to be really nice. They're going to take all of our old yearbooks, so that'd be great because right now it's just at somebody's house, so unless you're there and you can look at them, at least putting them up there, everybody will get a chance to take a look at them and see how many people that I know that are members now that whose grandmothers and great aunts were members back in the 60s, which is absolutely amazing, you know, to think that far back. That it was, so yeah, it's definitely was pretty cool to be able to take a look at those, and I'm glad to know the museum is taking them, so that'll be great. More people will get to look and be able to see.
You know, the more awareness we can raise, the greater it's going to be. You know, I think that's what it entails to, you know, to be honest, before the chamber mixer, I had no idea it was right here in Franklin County. You know, like I think Pearl Gerblett said, the best kept secret in Franklin County. So how can we make that let people know that we're here? You know, that we're meet on a regular basis, and that what we're trying to do and raise awareness locally and nationally, I think is something that we all have to work on as members to educate the individuals out there instead of just, you know, doing what we can to fight the fight, because I think there's a lot of other people
To be interested to do the same thing.
And I think it's just a word of mouth and talking about it, and, you know, invite them to a meeting to see what it's all about and getting them involved. I think that's the key. As from what I've seen so far, a lot of the newer members that come on are jumping on to committees and, you know, bringing that excitement back up and getting some new energy in there. So I think more ideas, the better. It allows, you get some good ideas, some not so good ideas, but they're ideas
to work on.
That's right. And I think, but many hands make for light work. So I think that's the key. The more people we can get knowledge about our association here, I think that will be that much better.
Definitely.
More people.
And our membership drive went so well. The last few months, we actually had 18 new members being inducted in our meeting, which is like amazing.
Yes.
It was great to have that many new people, and it was awesome to have the pinning ceremonies, which was something that kind of went away for a few years. I was really glad to do that.
Got mine on right here.
It made me look bad. I didn't wear much.
National Federation of Business and Professional Women. So I think that's, you know, I think we just got to wear to make awareness. You know, it's hard to wear every pin we have to bring awareness, but I think, you know, we have to pick and choose what we can do and, you know, be out there, and when you're wearing something, people ask you the question that lets you lead into.
Right.
They invite you to tell them about it, so I think we're not forcing it on them. So I think that's the good thing about it.
Definitely. But yeah, it's great to see that many new members, and we're actually extending our membership drive. We're doing a second one to go up into January, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I already know they said I think there's 6 more people that had signed up that want to come to our next meeting, so that was even better to have. That'd be 24 in 1 year. That's very quick to build up our membership, and not even just build up our membership, but build it up with people who want to participate and want to do something. You know, that's a great thing. So.
Yeah, and I think it's, you know, the more members we get, the bigger we get, the more voices that get heard. And I think it's just everybody bring one every now and then. It'll continue to build because they'll realize what we do, you know, the scholarships we give out, the increase of scholarships that we've been giving. So I think it's just awareness is key in anything we do. So I think now there's more people talking about it and getting people there.
Definitely. The cow cut is always a big thing that we do, and that built up our membership a little bit that way. It was a great way to get out in the community and do something fun while we were fundraising, and a lot of people in the community were very receptive to that. So that was really good. And actually we had quite a lot of businesses that had bought tickets last year, so It'd be very exciting to see that. We have a big thanks to Jackie and her finance committee for last year. They did a great job, and it's a great way to build up the word of mouth in the community. So
yeah, and I heard it was good. It was a good turnout. It was run very well. So I look forward to being part of that and helping in any way that I can, and just bringing awareness and getting people there and get them involved. And I think that's, if we focus our attention on certain things, I think we can make it much bigger. So
definitely.
It's good to see the energy and the drive that everybody has. So I think it's all a camaraderie. Everybody's getting together and trying to. You say we're on a committee, but I think everybody's taking a part in it. Of trying to get people to the Calcutta or just get people in membership. So we have a membership committee, but I think everybody is a member. Is the membership committee.
Right.
Right,
definitely.
We always got to have those logistics where people have to be in certain spots. But I think from what I've seen the past 3 meetings I've been to and being involved,
It's a group effort.
I think that's what it is. People just want to raise the message and get it out there and get more people involved. So I think that's the key. And it's great to see the energy that is in the room and outside the room. Whenever I see people that I see there outside of that little room in our little association, it's everybody is, hey, how you doing? Seeing how things are going, and what can we do to make it better and stuff like that. So they're asking questions even outside of our meetings. So,
which is good.
Yeah.
Definitely good. So what would you say is the most common misconception about BPW?
I think the biggest one people would say is it's only for women, right? So I mean, I don't know if
you're living proof it's not.
That's right. I think, and everybody's welcoming with open arms. So, whether it's, nobody's changed. I don't think anybody's changed the way they talk or what they're trying to do or what they're trying to achieve just for me being there. But I think it opens the door to say, hey, we can be involved. Us gentlemen can be involved as well, and help grow that and learn from the current members, because there is a lot that those women can give us in knowledge, because there are successful businesses there are entrepreneurs. We can help just talk things out. Everybody is the same. We're always trying to achieve the same thing. So I think having me there, hopefully it will allow maybe some of the other spouses to come. I think that gentleman that was there last time, his wife couldn't make it, but he came. So, I think that's a good thing, that we can, get more people, more awareness. And, a name is a name, but it's all about the people that make it all up. So I think that's the good thing. Had I ever read it in the paper or looked at it, I would have, thought it was just for women by the name of it, but it's what they're trying to achieve. I think is the biggest message that we got to take away from it, and say, hey, not just women have to do this. Men can be part of it. The more we get involved, the quicker we can make a change, and the more impact we can have. And saying, hey, we feel the same way.
Great.
It's just not the women fighting for the women. It's, hey, we feel the same way. I think that's the key. Is it doesn't matter who we are. We're trying to do the same thing. And I think that's where, people say you can't judge a book by its cover, right? So sometimes you got to open the pages, open the book, and read a few pages to see what is it really about, what does it entail. And I think that's kind of what I've, stepping into that meeting in September, I kind of did. Do you feel like, oh, should I be here, stuff like that? But everybody was, come on in, welcome me. But hopefully we're getting some traction there. I'm trying to invite some other gentlemen into it to come check it out. I think it's a great way for everybody to grow and prosper and impact the change that the association's trying to do.
I'd say, Dad, there's definitely a lot of men that are business owners and that in the community as a whole who've always been very supportive of all of our efforts, not just fundraising wise, but also offering help. They like the printing, stuff like that. They've always been very helpful with everything that we've ever tried to accomplish. But I definitely think that now that we have a male member, they're I just don't think they ever understood they could have joined, even though we mentioned it, but it was kind of like, oh, well, it's a woman's thing. So it's good to know that now that they see you doing it, that they will feel like, oh, maybe I should join, because I've been supporting them for 20 plus years
Yep.
So I definitely think that's a good way to open up the door. So
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, they'll give the support wherever we ask for it, right? So I think we just got to ask for their membership.
right.
Hey, we've appreciated your support. What can we do to get you to come see our meeting and see what
We do.
what we do and why you give your resources and stuff like that, and how does it impact? Right. I think that's the key, to show them that, hey, it is impacted, and these are the individuals it's helping. This is what we're trying to do, and I think it's all about the invite.
Right.
And maybe now I can bring that message out a little more serious to say, hey, men can be involved in the Franklin County Business Professional Women
Right.
group, because I think a lot of stuff we can do together.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add?
Kind of touch base with you. What do you see Franklin County Business Professional Women? Where do you see them going? What do you see for this group?
Short term or long term?
Well,
long term
short-term and
equality is
long-term, yeah.
long term is equality, totally. That's what it was based on way back then, even before they could vote. All these other things that were going on. We've come a long ways. Obviously, in 50 years, I mean, everybody knows that we've come a long ways. We still have ways to go. But I definitely think short-term goal is to get out in the community more and build up our membership and build up the strength of our voice, because everybody knows a team is a lot stronger than one person. So I definitely think that the more we build up and the stronger our voice is, the more impact we'll have on our local community, our state government, and hopefully nationally. If everybody used their voice to stand up for what they actually believed in and what they thought was right, it'd definitely be a beneficial thing to everybody. So.
Yeah. I think that's just, the mission statement and everything like that. When I did my research online, dug into everything to see what it's about, I think that was the drawing factor of why I went to that September meeting, to see what it's all about, to see, you can read whatever you want, but what does it really entail?
Definitely. Well, thank you very much for joining me this evening. I'm very
appreciate
glad to
it.
have you, and welcome to BPW. I know
Yes.
you're officially welcomed the other day with your pinning ceremony, but welcome. And
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. And thank you everyone at home for joining us this evening. And I hope you'll check out our website, bpwfranklincounty.com. And I hope to see you at our December 17th meeting at the Green Mountain Cafe. Have a good night.